So guys, as you can see in the last video, just because the video was becoming too lengthy, I decided to just cut the video short. Can you see right now? Can you see the spike that happened? Can you see the spike that happened? Can you see the spike? Can you see the spike? Can you see that I've not cleaned anything on my chart? It is just as it was in the initial video. I have not cleared anything off my chart. It is just as it is in the initial video. Can you see price got to this point and spike to this downside? Can you see how effective this strategy is? Can you see how effective this strategy is? So guys, that is how this strategy works, guys. It works crazily. The third touch gives a spike to the downside. A third touch gives a spike to the downside. But that's all I have for you guys today on this video. If you're just coming across my YouTube channel for the first time, this is Perfect Forex. Do all to click on the subscribe button. Do all to click on the notification bell. Do all to leave a like. Do all to drop a comment in the comment section. Do all to drop a comment in the comment section, as all this helps the algorithm of this video to reach more people, for them to see the profitable content on this channel. So guys, what I have for you today is um trading the volatility 75 on the 50 minutes and the 1 minute time frame. The 50 minutes and the 1 minute time frame. I'll be showing you guys how you can enter into the market to just scalp. It's a scalping strategy. Enter into the market to scalp and exit the market. Enter into the market to scalp and exit the market. And these are the entry criteria. These are the entry criteria, guys. These are the entry criteria, guys. Now, what you want to look out for is, first of all, you go to the 15 minutes time frame. Go to the 15 minutes time frame and use your trend line. Draw a trend line, draw structure, draw it from. If you want to buy to the upside, if you're drawing your trend line from um, a lower high to a lower high to a lower high to a lower high to a lower high, just like that. And once you see a break of the trend line, you quickly go to the 1 minute time frame. Quickly go to the 1 minute time frame. Can you see from this lower high to this lower high? Can you see? This is still actually a lower high because it didn't break this structure here. It broke this structure actually, but this particular structure hasn't been broken. So drawing your trend line from this point, let me show you guys. Drawing your trend line from this point to this downside still validates this point as a lower high. Let's draw it for you guys to see. Pick it from this point. Validate this point as a lower high. Taking it at this point is still validating it as a lower high. So guys, let me quickly show you how this strategy works. So guys, on 15 minutes time frame, you draw your trend line and then you go. Once price breaks through this trend line like this, breaks to the upside like this, what you want to do is just mark out the candle that broke the trend line, mark it out, and quickly go to the 1 minute time frame. Go to the 1 minute time frame. Let's quickly do that. Quickly go to the 1 minute time frame to see the reaction of price at that point. To see the reaction of price at that point. Can you see? Can you see? This entire candle was what broke the trend line to the upside. Now, what you'll be looking out for is on the 1 minute time frame again, you draw your trend line. You draw your trend line on the candles and wait for a break to the upside. Can you see? What you'll be needing are just two trend lines, one on the 15 minutes and one on the 1 minute time frame. Now, once the one on the 1 minute time frame has been broken, can you see this is the particular candle that broke it to this upside, that closed above the trend line? You will be entering into the market using this point, this previous low as your stop loss. Using this previous low as your stop loss. Using this previous low as your stop loss. Can you see the move to this upside? As I said, this is a scalping strategy. Can you see? Can you see this move to this upside? Can you see after this candle broke it to the upside, that is broke this trend line to the upside? Can you see this move? Can you see this entire move? But entering this market from this point to this point will be you holding the market for too long, so you just scalp, just capitalize on the pump in the market and exit the market. As I said, it is a scalping strategy. It is a scalping strategy. It is a scalping strategy, guys. So once this candle breaks this trend line to the upside, open on the trade and scalp to the upside for a buy and exit the market. Scalp for a buy and exit the market. So guys, as I said, don't just up on your live account with a strategy until you have backtested it and proven it well enough on your demo account. So guys, let's do more backtest of this strategy. Let's do more backtest of this strategy to see how profitable it is. Look at this point also. Can you see this point? Can you see this point? That's really structure on 15 minutes time frame. Next thing to do is what? You highlight the candle that broke the trend line. Sorry about that. You highlight the candle that broke the trend line to the upside on the 15 minutes time frame, and then quickly go to the 1 minute time frame to look for that candle so you can open on the trade. So you can open on the trade. Can you see, guys? It's actually the point. Actually, the point. Can you see? I said at this point, what you do next is what? You draw your trend line. You draw your trend line once again on the 1 minute time frame. Once a candle breaks the trend line to the upside, a full candle breaks the trend line to the upside, you'll be looking at what? Entering the market for a buy using the previous low as your stop loss. Using the previous low as your stop loss. Using the previous low as your stop loss. So guys, I've opted on this trade at this point, and can you see the buy? You would have held this buy for just about 5 to 10 minutes and you'd have exited the market for about 5 to 10 minutes and you'd have exited the market. Can you see? Can you see? But if on the higher time frame, on the daily time frame, on the 4 hours time frame, or the 1 hour time frame, price is showing a very strong bullish move, a very strong bullish momentum. Then once all these confirmation are in place from the 15 minutes time frame down to the 1 minute time frame, you can decide to hold the market for long. You can decide to hold the market for long. But if you be analyzing just from 15 minutes time frame, you should just scalp and exit the market. You should just scalp and exit the market. But if you want to swing the trade, if you want to hold the trade for a while, then do a top-down analysis from the 4 hours, from the 1 hour time frame, and then look for your confirmation on the 15 minutes and the last confirmation on the 1 minute time frame. So guys, let's do more back tests to see where this trade actually played out from. Guys, see on 15 minutes time frame, look at this point. Let me show you guys. Can you see? Look at this point. This is actually another entry reason. So that we enter this market at this point. Enter this market at this point because you have to see a full candle closing above the trend line. Enter the market at this point and quickly dash down to the 1 minute time frame to look out for more entry reasons. To look out for more entry reasons. Can you see? You have to wait for structure break again, trend line break on the 1 minute time frame before opening on the trade. Before opening on the trade. Can you see? Look at this point. Can you see? Look at this point. Just let me zoom it in for you guys to see. Let me zoom it in for you guys to see. Can you see? This was the candle that broke price on the 1 minute time frame to the upside. This particular candle broke price to the upside. It have entered from this point and held the market. But can you see? Look at the drawdown that happened. The drawdown was really massive. Using the next low as your stop loss would have been too wide. So this might really be this might not be advisable for a small account. This trade might not be advisable for a small account. But using this trade, using this stop loss and using the smallest lot size on VIX on VIX75, that is 0.001, using a very small lot size, then this stop loss should still hold. This stop loss should still hold, but it will be advisable on a $10 account, on a $20 account, or on a $30 account. This strategy actually works for accounts from $100 upward. $100 upward. So guys, can you see the move to the upside? After a drawdown, after this massive drawdown happened, can you see this move to this upside? There are times that the market does not even give a drawdown at all. It doesn't give a drawdown at all. It just continues to the upside, continues buying to the upside. But can you see at this point, price decided to reverse for a while before shooting to the upside? Can you see? So guys, that is how the strategy works, guys. 15 minutes time frame, then quickly dash down to the 1 minute time frame to look out for your entry. I don't really want to go too far back into history because it might not really go that far on the 1 minute time frame. It might not really go that far on the 1 minute time frame. So I'm just trying to use the most recent points in the market where this strategy has played out to show you guys how it works. Just the way it works for buys, it also works for sales. Do you understand, guys? Just the way it works for buys, it also works for sales. I don't really want to go too far back in the market because it won't really show. It won't really show on the 1 minute to that point. It won't really show on the 1 minute to that point. That is why I'm just trying to use um, entries on that are very, very recent. Entries that are very, very, very recent. So guys, this also works for a sell. Let me look at for, okay, I think this is, okay, look at this point. I think this is a sell at this point. Let's look at how it actually played out for a sell. Can you see? Can you see? This is a 15-minute structure. Ensure that a full candle is closing below the sell, the trend line. Can you see? This would have been opening on this trade on this candle. This might have been this is actually a failed trade, would have been tapped out, but this works crazily. This works crazily, guys. Let me show you. Look at this point again. Can you see this point? This at this point, let me show you. This one in particular is a failed trade because price didn't push to the upside, would have been tapped out. But just because we are using a very, very smaller size, because I said this is a scalping trade, we won't be losing much. We won't be losing much. Risking it on the 1 minute time frame, we'll just be risking about 15 pips, 13 pips, 20 pips, thereabout. 15 pips, thereabout. So guys, let's look at it on this 15 minutes time frame. Let's look at it at this point. Can you see this point? Can you see? Can you see, guys? This was the candle that broke price to the downside. And this is also similar like a failed trade. But can you see the move to the downside? Can you see the move to the downside? There are times that you get tapped out, right? There are times that it pushes to the downside. Once you see your sell confirmations, it pushes to the downside rapidly. So guys, this is how this strategy works. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame to see how it did play out. Can you see, guys? I said you're using the previous low as now for the sell. You're using the previous high for your stop loss. You're using the previous high for your stop loss. Now, how do you enter the market on the 1 minute time frame? What you do is come to this point and draw your trend line. Come to this point and draw your trend line. Once you draw your trend line, the next bearish candle, the next full bearish candle that closes below the trend line, that is this one, particular one, will short into the market, enter into the market for a sell. So we put your stop loss at the next low, so at the next high of the market. So from this point to this point, it's just about 7 pips in the market, about 7 pips in the market, about 7 pips in the market, guys. Can you see? So using a very smaller size and risking 7 pips in the market wouldn't do or shouldn't do your account arm. Shouldn't do your account arm. Can you see, guys? Can you see? Price reverse to the upside to tap us out, but can you see the move to the downside? Can you see this massive move to the downside? Can you see? So guys, that is how this strategy works. As I do say, no strategy is 100%. You just have to refine it and see how best it works for you. Refine it and see how best it works for you. So guys, that is that about that on this strategy. You can do out to do more back test on your demo account and see how profitable it is for you. Once you see that you are comfortable with the strategy and you can work with it and you can still refine it to be more profitable for you, then you can work with it. You can then eventually go live with the strategy. But I do advise, don't go live with a strategy yet until you are comfortable with it, until you've proven it over time and see how profitable it is for you. So guys, that is that about that for today. I will see you guys in my next video. I will see you guys in my next video. Um, this is Perfect Forex, your brother, your friend, and your favorite trader. Do have a great day and God bless.